Hello Star Trek fans, welcome back to the channel and another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Now today we're going to look at turning the 2-ship trick into the 1-ship trick. What does that mean? When mining in faction space, if you're hostile to the particular faction in question, you need to send 2 ships to assist them. The first one is the mining ship you're going to use, and the second is the decoy ship. Now most of you know what this is, but for those that don't, here's a brief demonstration of what I'm talking about. So let's say that we want to mine in augment space. We're always going to be hostile in augment space. So we take our 2 ships, so we take the ship we want to mine with first, so in this case ship D, and we send it to augment space. Now if we look, that particular ship is going to take 4 minutes and 30 odd seconds, but now we take ship C, which is our decoy ship, and that's going to take 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Now in order to get this perfect every single time, you always send it to the very edge of the system, because ship speeds can vary and throw off the timing. So if you send it to the very edge and leave a 10-second gap. So we're going to launch ship C when ship D's timer gets to 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So we've jumped forward a little, and as we can see, ship D is now at 3:25, so we launch ship C. It takes 5 seconds to spool up its warp engines, meaning it will arrive 5 seconds prior to the mining ship, which means it will attract the hostile, and we can fly off in ship D and mine to our heart's content, and we'll briefly demonstrate that here. So as you can see, ship C is about to arrive exactly 5 seconds before ship D. There you go, it gets the hostile warning. 5 seconds later ship D arrives, we can set that off mining. Any second now, come on, don't prove me wrong. There you go. So ship C has now attracted the hostile and we can simply warp away. No damage done, no need to battle, and off we go. Now it used to be the case that there was about a 30-second gap in which the 2 ships could arrive, but it looks like in various patches Scopely has narrowed it down to about 10 seconds between the 2 ships, otherwise they both will attract a hostile. But you all saw the promise at the beginning of this video how to make the 2-ship trick the 1-ship trick, and I'm going to demonstrate what I mean now. So once again we've arrived in hostile space. This time we're only in ship C. We've sent it straight to the mine and we're going to wait for the hostile to arrive. Should take a few seconds and it should be on us, and what we're going to do is we are going to trick the computer. I guess that's maybe the right word for it. We're going to wait for the 2 circles to almost merge. We're going to skip over the top of the assassin spawn, which is going to trick it into thinking we've left, except we haven't. Now it might take a few times if you use this method to get the timing exactly right, and it should be noted that you do need an empty node to perform this, so it might not be that useful in a G3 system if you do not have an empty node to get to. But the most important thing is to get the ships so they're almost on top of each other, so they're almost touching. If you do it too soon, it won't work. But look, this bloody great big sign's going to crop up over the top, but if you look at how fast that ship's going, and imagine when they're just about to touch, we click mine, we jump over the assassin spawn, and boom, the assassin spawn is cancelled out, and we can now mine to our heart's content using only 1 ship. Now, just to prove that's not a fluke, we're going to jump to another system and we're going to do it again. I'm not going to cut the video, so you're going to have to listen to me ramble on a little bit, but I don't want anybody saying that this is a trick of editing. So here we go. So we're just going to go next door. It's going to take us 36 seconds to get there. Now, what day are we on? We're on Wednesday the 4th of March, just briefly touching on Borg Arc 2. I haven't covered it. A lot of my fellow content creators have made some very, very good videos on it, and they beat me to the punch. I saw no need in making a Borg video for the 4th or 5th time over. I've just reached tier 9 rewards myself, doing it completely free to play. So I picked up a boatload of crystal and a boatload of titanium on this one. I do have the premium rewards, so I've bagged quite a lot. So here we go. So we're in system, and we're going to set course to just the opposite side of this mine to set ourselves up. Going to wait for the assassin spawn. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I'm going to sneak up there behind me. Now hopefully we won't have the big sign covering our ship, so you can see the timing a little bit better this time. So come on and get me. The slowest ship in the world. Now you can imagine I'm only in the earliest of the augment systems, but if you want to go all the way down to Yada, assuming that the spawn isn't the single node, depending on what server you're on, isn't in use already, and you don't want to have to send 2 ships, this would be a really useful trick. Again, G3, you do need an empty node to make this happen, so it may or may not be appropriate, but it's just another way of doing something, just a tiny bit easier once you get the timing right. Speaking of timing, this ship must be on a coffee break. Come on. So we're going to wait till the circles almost merge, and then we're going to hit that mine button, jump over the top of him and cancel him out. Right, just about ready. Now the good news is that if you miss the timing, you won't go into a battle. Boom, over the top. You see, although we missed the timing, we didn't go into a battle, so we can move this side. The bloody great banner's going to go over the top of it again, so we'll just move up a little. But if you can picture where the 2 circles are going to merge, so first, second and third circle, boom, hit that mine and missed again. Okay, but again, you can see the advantage is that we didn't go into a battle, and we're gonna, if it works this time, we're gonna get a perfect view of the perfect timing. Almost touching, hit that button. Boom, gone. We can now mine in peace, and we've only used 1 ship. Again, just to be on the absolute mega super safe side that no one accuses me of making this up, we're going to do it for the 3rd and final time. So back to this system. Another 30 odd seconds. So as I was saying about the Borg, I've just reached tier 9, completely free to play. I think I've got, I can't remember how many thousand points left to go, but there's a good few days. But the good news is today's domination event gave out 12,000 Borg points, and there will be another domination tomorrow because it's a 2-day alliance event, so you know it's going to be. Transmission. Yeah, thanks for that, fan. That's how I know Star Trek's calling me on my particular fan. So I'd say there's another 3 or 4 days to go until you reach tier 10 rewards for everybody, completely free to play. Of course, if you've bought any Borg points, you'll have finished now or very, very soon. Just going to check what that is. I'm not being raided or anything ridiculous. Nope. Your alliance has formed an armada. So here we go. We've got our assassin spawn. Shit. I've just recalled ship D, and that's on a 25k gas mine. What an absolute fucking disaster. Okay, well, we could stop this. Right, let's just move this out of the way for now. Come on. Locate. Absolute. Oh, we've got ship B there. Fantastic. Oh, absolute lifesaver. Overnight mining saved. Right, back to the video in question. So we've got ship C sat pleasantly waiting for this this Sulaban bounty hunter to come along. We're going to wait for the two to almost merge. We're going to jump over the top of him, get onto this mine, cancel it out. Come on, you know you want to. You want to work first time this time. Make me look good. Come on, all of YouTube is watching. Oh, you can go back and empty because you've got 33k on you. That'll do. Back to ship C. Of course, the great big sign's going to get on top of us, but this time we know what we're looking for definite this time. We're going to wait for his prongs to touch pretty much the front of our ship before we jump over the top and cancel him out. So now, boom, missed, bollocks. Okay, try again. Come on. Another stupid bloody UI in the way, so almost going to touch us. Bang, over the top of him. Entirely missed. Right, attempt number 456,000 coming up. So almost until he's touching us on the bum with his prongs. There you go, boom. He's cancelled out. You can mine in peace and you've only used one ship. So it would be fair to say that the two-ship trick is more reliable than this particular method. It's guaranteed to work every time. There's and other than the initial sending the ships to the system, which as I showed you at the beginning you can get every time by using my method, is more reliable. But if you don't have two ships available, or you only have one ship that can travel to the distance because you've got Scotty, etc, etc, you can use this method to get on a mine without sending two ships, and hopefully that's going to save you some hassle in future. And that's today's video. If you like the type of content that I make and you want to see more of it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, leave a like if you think the video deserved it. But until next time, I will see you out there.